Hello, Mr. Fry's Algebra 1B. I'm looking at this worksheet, exponential functions and asymptotes, and I'm just going to go over all the problems because they were basically notes and you're supposed to do a couple in class. You're going to go through them tomorrow. I just want you to have them so you can get credit for it. Today is the 5th of April. Let's take a look at this first one. We are using Desmos. So, get on your computer or your phone and go to Desmos and then type these problems in. When you type in this problem, y equals 2 to the x power, ends up looking like this, where your y-intercept is at 0, 1. It is a growth. Remember in your notes that you had, I don't have them filled out up here, but whatever is with the exponent of x, if that number is greater than 1, if it's greater than 1, you're going to have growth. If it's between 0 and 1, you're going to have decay. It's going to come this way. So that's a fraction that's less than 1. You're going to have that decay. So 1/4 would be a decay example. I'll go over that one next. But the domain is all real numbers because the domain, remember, all the x values. So it keeps going forever and ever this way, it keeps going this way, and actually, keeps going at an angle. So it's eventually infinitely going to cover all of the x values. The range, it does not go below this. It does not go below 0, so y is greater than 0. Talked about the y-intercept. And the asymptote is that where it kind of flattens out, never really touches that line, but it just keeps going on forever and ever to infinity, that direction. And that's going to be at 0. That's what the asymptote is. Okay. These other points I got just by looking at it when I put it in Desmos. All right. So you'll notice 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4 was a point, and 3, 8 was a point. For number 2, plug this into Desmos. Notice it's a decay. Notice my points of interest that I put there just to help me draw this. The domain is all real numbers. The range is going to be y is greater than 0. It's going to be everything above 0, just like this one was. The y-intercept is just like this one also, 0, 1, and the asymptote is 0 also. So the only thing different is, this one's growth and this one's decay. For number 3, put this in Desmos, and you'll notice these points of interest. You can count those, pause this and count those, put those points in. Take a look and see if you're getting that. Same thing on Desmos. Once again, the domain, all real numbers. It's going to cover all your x values eventually as it goes on to infinity. The range, it's not going to go below -1. So everything y is greater than -1. The y-intercept, it crosses y-axis at 0, 0. And the asymptote is that -1. Remember that? Asymptote is where it comes down and it flattens out, but it really never touches that line. So that's going to be at -1. Okay, typing this in to Desmos, you notice it's a decay. Once again, it's a fraction with the exponent. So a fraction less than 1 is going to be decay, and you put it in and it shows decay comes down. Notice growth goes up, reading left to right, decay comes down. Okay, hopefully you've picked that up. The domain, all real numbers again. Range is going to be 8. Y has got to be greater than 4 because this flattens out at 4, so everything above 4. The y-intercept is 0, 5. The asymptote is that 4. Y equals 4. Plugging this in, notice what's with the x. Not because they're trying to trick you. You see this 1/4 here and you think, oh, it's going to be decay. No. This is a 2 that's with the x exponent. Okay, so that's greater than 1, so it's growth. And you'll see when you plug this in, Desmos, it shows you growth. Notice a couple of these points. This is at 1/4. So you kind of got to eyeball that. And then I have 2, 1, and I had 5 and 8 or something like that, wherever that point is. All real numbers is the domain. The range is y is greater than 0, everything above 0. And the intercept is 0 and 1/4. And the asymptote is y equals 0. That's that flat line there. Okay, and then plug this in. Just looking at the exponent is with that half there. So because it's a half, it's going to be decay. Don't let that 5 out in front of it throw you. Okay. Ends up looking like this, and you get these points of interest that I put on here. The domain is going to be all real numbers. Y is greater than -3. So everything above this -3 is going to be part of the solution set. Y-intercept is 0, 2, and the asymptote is -3, where it kind of flattens out. Okay, hopefully this helps you, and good luck with what's to come.